we want sneaky, just do a little hype about what's to come.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me see if
Without giving too much
my
away.
lights are working. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. My lights are working. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Breakfast with BearHeart. I'm BearHeart, and we have I guess I'm Yogi. I'm Yogi Bear, and I'm here with Boo Boo.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, Boo Boo. Smarter than the average bear. Um,
That was
I
impressive.
may have practiced that once or twice in my life.
Just once, maybe twice tops.
Find me some picnic baskets. Picnic has three
Picnic.
syllables
It
in
does.
Yogi Bear land. It was recently pointed out to me, and I could probably find some examples. But in cartoon world, gravity doesn't work until you look down.
Mm-hmm.
And once you look down, then gravity takes over. So you could be like,
Unfortunately.
shot out of a rocket and like, halfway to the moon, and you're just like floating there. And then you look down and pew, that's how it works in cartoon world.
Yeah, unfortunately, that has given my children unrealistic expectations on how gravity's supposed to work.
This would explain the child with the cast on his arm.
The broken arm, yeah, it
Yeah.
happens. He was also on a playground that was not finished yet. So there was just a whole lot of no happening that day. Like it was like the grand opening. And they were like, hey, everybody come look at this playground. Bring your kids, bring your friends, bring your grandpa, bring your dog. But nobody's allowed to play on it. How are you going to bring a bunch of kids to a grand opening of a playground and tell them they can't play on it? Obviously, broken limbs would be one of those reasons.
Adults, oddly, do not understand children. And what makes this really strange is most of us were children at one time or another. Perhaps all were children at one point or another.
Maybe.
And
Yeah.
and a lot of these adults who are making these bad decisions about children are far younger than I am. They're closer to your age than they are to my age, which means they're actually closer to having been children more recently than for me. And yet somehow they don't understand some fundamental things that I do understand about children. Thing number one, kids are not at their best at 9 o'clock in the morning.
No.
And they don't do well on less than 10 hours of sleep. And yet they've got them going to school at 9 o'clock in the morning, being expected to be like paying attention and learning and on their best behavior. And then to spend like 6-7 hours in school doing that learning thing. This does not, kids aren't built like that. You would do a better job of educating children if you had them go to school at 11 o'clock in the morning, have maybe a couple hours of education, an hour out on the playground, lunch, an hour out on the playground, and then maybe another couple hours of education.
Lunch was my favorite subject in school.
Oh, well, you can tell it was mine.
I used to think I was so cool when I said that too. Like, oh, what's your favorite subject in school? And I was like, lunch.
I took up space in school.
You took up
I took up space.
Oh.
I took up, and it's a pun.
It's a double entendre, if you will.
They say that puns are bad, but poetry is verse.
I knew you were going to say that. I literally knew in the back of my head. I was like, he's about to pull out his poetry pun.
It's the dad joke thing. It's the dad joke thing. All right. So we want to make now you can tell from Kirsten's expression that we may have something interesting to say.
No. Always interesting. This is just more exciting.
So at some point last year, I realized that um, that LinkedIn Learning, as much as I love what they do and its heritage with lynda.com, which, is always going to be close to my heart, was no longer in a position to really support the classes that I want to do. And I still have content on LinkedIn Learning, and I will still produce content for LinkedIn Learning. And yet I wasn't really able to do what I want to be able to do. And so I had an opportunity with I think I can say it. Amazon came to me and they said, we'd like you to produce courses for our new learning platform. And I did. I produced a bunch of courses for it. And then they abruptly discontinued their before they ever launched. And so I had these courses.
It was like overnight.
Yeah,
Didn't
it was.
You wake up?
It was literally, we were planning and doing, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. And so, I had all this content that was left without a home, and we tried Patreon, which did not work. The Patreon platform is not well suited to this type of content. And then we decided to just put it up on YouTube and see if we could get revenue from YouTube's revenue system, which also did not work. And, the bottom line is I got to earn a living, right? And so I need to find a way to monetize this content. Well, we have found it. And we'll be launching hopefully tomorrow, or at least sometime this week. Soon is the word. We're going to be launching it soon. We'll have promo content, what I call promo content. We'll have snippets from the courses. We'll have useful educational material on YouTube that then, if you want to pursue the rest of it, you go to our new platform. We have really good, reasonable pricing, including a subscription model where you can just subscribe to the whole site for less than you're paying at LinkedIn Learning, and get all of our courses. We currently have I think 6-7 titles on, and we're going to be expanding that. There will be several more titles this year, and we're just going to continually expand it and update it and put new content out there as often as we can. I mean, it's going to be me delivering the content, and so I can't put up a whole new course every week, but certainly a few times a year there'll be new courses and new content and updated versions of the existing content. And yes, boo-boo.
I was waiting for my hand to pop up.
You really love the hand, don't you? It doesn't seem to work for me.
Nothing. Well, maybe because you're the host.
Perhaps.
And you don't need to raise your hand because you're in charge. So what if I am one of your students, and when Amazon was promoting your course, I bought it, and then a few months later they took it away? What happens then?
You ask the best questions. Doesn't she, kids? Doesn't she just ask the best questions? You ask the best questions. For those people who purchased content on Amazon, we don't have a formal system in place yet. What I'm going to ask you to do is to the best way to do this is honestly to sign up for our what do you call it, our Discord. I'm sorry, I didn't sleep well last night. My brain is not entirely working. Sign up for our Discord and send me a direct message on Discord. Don't post it in one of the things, right, where everybody can see it, but send me a direct message with your receipt from Amazon, and I will make sure that you get that content that you paid for on the new site. And because that content is now available there. So what else am I forgetting, Boo Boo?
Um, mm, mm, mm,
Boo
mm,
boo.
mm.
Hey, boo boo. Did you bring
I
me a
think
picnic
you should.
basket?
I think you should emphasize more on the like monthly subscriptions
Okay, so
or the annual
there's two subscription there's okay. You can buy the courses individually,
a la carte.
a la carte, or you can get a bundle of all the C++ content because I have 5 titles in C++. One of them is free. The toolchain title is still free, and I believe it's also still available on YouTube. And the other 4 titles, I believe they're like $25 each, and or you can buy a bundle of all 4 of them for I think it's $75 for the bundle, right? Or you can subscribe to the whole site. So here's the thing: if you buy them individually, a la carte, when I come out with a new edition of that title, you'll still have the old edition because you bought that. And alternately, you can subscribe to everything on the site, including all of the C++, the Python, and the SQL, and new stuff as it comes. I'm planning a couple of new courses this year. And then if you subscribe, and I believe the subscription is like $20 a month, you get everything, including all the new content as it's updated and as it's as new versions are released. Or you can save even more by doing it annually for, I believe it's $200 a year, and you save 20%. Yeah,
We did the
off
math.
the monthly. We did the math.
Slightly over 20%.
It's very
not
slightly over
overselling.
20%. It's like 20.05% or something like that. It's it's insignificant. But some members of my team would really like to emphasize that it is not just 20%, it's actually over 20%, even though it's only over by like a whisker.
Well, it's Amazon.
It's like you
Prime
don't.
Day.
It's like the difference between the picnic basket or like a bite of one of the pickles.
It's Amazon Prime Day today and tomorrow.
Yes.
And the reason that I was trying to be like, oh, over 20% is because that's how they don't get you, because you really do save a lot of money. Like people wait all year for Amazon Prime Day.
You're not saving money when you're buying shit that you don't need just because it's Amazon Prime Day.
There are some things that I need.
Okay.
And more importantly, people need these courses.
So, you do need these courses. And I got to say, this is really exciting to me. I've been wanting to do this for my students, obviously, for over a year now. And I'm really excited to be able to do this and to be able to just hit the deck. Over the next month, I'm going to be producing a little bit more special stuff for our YouTube to lead people there. But then I'm going to hit the deck running, and I've got ideas for several new courses that I want to do. I have to prioritize them, and it's going to be really exciting. And I'm very excited to be able to do this. This is going to allow me to really teach as I want to teach, without the constraints of teaching to LinkedIn Learning's model, which has become more and more restrictive as they got bought out by Microsoft, and they are not what lynda.com once was. What lynda.com once was, allowed me all kinds of freedom to really teach the way that I wanted to teach. All right. So we're very excited about that. I'm just going to tell you, and we're not going to put it in the link. You have to actually be listening to this to get this. We'll announce it over the next few days. But if you want to go there right now, you go to code.bearheart.org. My name is not spelt here in English, so I will spell it here in English so that you have it here.
I did confirm that C++ toolchain is in fact on YouTube still for free.
Is. Yeah, it's on YouTube for free. So you can always get that. And that explains to you how to use your current toolchain to get modern C++, to compile C++ 20. And so it's code.bearheart, as it's spelled in my little thing here, .org. It's not bearheart.com, it's bearheart.org.
Because we're an organization and we're very professional.
Well, it's that, and I think that BearHeart.com is owned by somebody else, and they wanted like $1 million for it or something. And I was like,
the audacity of those people.
The audacity. I have some really cool domain names. I've also got bw.org, which I got way back in the 90s, before the land rush on domain names. And already bw.com was taken by a company that no longer exists. It was Brown and Williamson Tobacco Company. And now I believe Philip Morris just has it parked. It's like they're not even selling it. It's,
I remember growing up, my dad was really serious about getting me my own domain. And I was like, probably like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And I was like, what am I? And like having my own website, like Cool Beans. And now I'm really regretting.
Oh, really?
Not jumping on the bandwagon. Yeah. Well, I didn't understand then like that it's cool. Oh, you want to check me out? Here's my website. It's my name. Can't forget it.
Okay, we're going to do something here. Hang on a second.
Well, and funnily enough, my maiden name is a shortened version of my married name. So it would have worked either way.
Yeah, that's the one. Hang on a sec.
Anyways, the one thing I'm looking for on Amazon Prime right now for Prime Days is I really want one of those Roomba shark vacuums.
Really?
I'm on a Parks and Rec kick right now, and we just watched the episode where Tom Haverford introduced DJ Roomba.
I've only watched a few episodes. It's hilarious.
I think it's in season 2. So yeah, you definitely have to make it through that first. But he has this invention that he made called DJ Roomba, and it's a Roomba with a speaker attached to it and throwback an iPod, and the Roomba just goes around with the speaker blaring music, so you can be cleaning and jamming. And now my husband thinks that he's going to coin DJ
it's
Roomba.
Available. It is available. Do you want KirstyH.com?
Kirsty H? Is it really?
It's available. Do you want it?
Is
or maybe
it
Kirsty is. I imagine that Kirsty is taken.
How are you searching this right now? You just Google it? Let me Google that for you.
Kirsty.com is taken. Kirsty.org is available.
Kursti or Y?
Y.
I spell it with an I.
You spell it with an I? I apologize.
I haven't been doing it on
I see that, yeah.
On whatchamacallit, the old Jackbox.
KirstyI.com is available.
No way.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
All right, hang on a second here.
How are you searching this? Teach me your ways. Is it .org?
Oh, I'm searching on my control panel for my registrar because I'm a reseller for OpenSRS.
Why is that not something that I knew about you? You learn something new every day, folks.
Yeah, associate with cool. Yeah, let's just associate it with that one. Okay. And I think I can just use your own names. Yeah, but not those. Oh yeah. That's fine. We'll use those for now. No. Lock domain, auto renew. Yes. Submit registration. Done. And we can talk about, creating a website for it another time, but now the name is reserved. Kirsty.com.
That is we came onto this not knowing what we were going to talk about. Ends up
I know.
Getting my own website.
So it's like that. I just sent it to you in text. That it's
Oh my God, that is so cool.
There you go. So, now the hard part, of course, is, getting a website built. And as you know, I don't build websites.
Yeah. But luckily.
Yeah. So, what we could, we could set up a, like a, what do they call it? WordPress thing. And,
I wonder if we could make this a series.
Oh, and then like build the website?
Yeah.
Build a website for Kirsty?
Yeah, but then other people could come in and use it as a resource if they're starting from the ground up and they want to do something.
That's a great idea. Okay, so
make a note of that.
We will definitely we'll definitely make a note of that. I can spin up a little server on AWS, and we can, that's definitely a thing we can do.
Heck yeah, I wrote it down so I don't forget.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Question. Are we doing our live stream tonight? Because you seem to be a very busy bee today.
Yeah, I am. And I know we have game night scheduled for Thursday. And so we're supposed to do our live stream this evening. And I have a super busy day, and I don't know if I'm going to get a nap or not.
Well, then we'll play it by ear for now.
We'll play it by ear. Our live stream is a maybe for this evening. And, I don't know if I mentioned, Ricky is out. She has a birthday in the family that is very, very important to her. And so she's taking care of that. And Kirsten is doing her best to take care of me in Ricky's absence.
Trying my darndest.
From afar. She wanted to jump on her Wonder Woman invisible jet airplane and come out here to help me get my meds from the pharmacy today. But we just didn't want to add to the carbon footprint of the company by having her fly out here in her invisible jet.
Or I'd already be there.
Or she'd already be here.
Yeah, or I'd already be there. 100%.
She really wanted.
So we'll keep everybody posted about this evening.
Yeah, we'll keep everybody.
Because I know everybody's just on the edge of their seats. They've got to know.
Yeah. All right. So have a great day. We love you, and we look forward to seeing you this evening. If at all possible, I'll be there. And I'm going to really try to make it. I'd say it's like 80%.
And if not, we'll see you tomorrow morning.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. Same bat time, same bat channel. But hopefully it'll be this evening, 1800 Pacific. That's 6 p.m. for the Muggles. Pacific time here from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Love you. We'll see you later. Bye.